Time for a rack for the van.
All right, here I am on top of the roof. And so the roof has these holes. These little stickers come off, and there's a M8 bolt hole in there. And the extended has this extra section here. So the rack I got is, I think, from here up. So it uses 8 of these bracket spots. So wherever the square is, that's the ones I'll be using. So 1, 2, 3, and the one up front is 4. So I'm going to not have from here back. And then these gaskets will fit. Remember, there'll be a bolt hole here. So these gaskets will fit on the bottom of the bracket, and then the bracket will go, I guess, like this. Okay. And they'll be all the way down. And then the side rails will go on that, and then the crossbars. So that's how it'll be. Then I'll have a place for my solar. I bought 2 giant solar panels. I guess I probably should have measured, but I didn't. So we'll see. Got 400 watts of solar panels coming. They're big ones. Because I still want to fit an air conditioner on here, I think. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. All right, so that's the plan. I think it'll be pretty nice. All right.
Unfortunately, I didn't record anymore after that, so I'll just narrate some of my pictures. So what you're seeing is me pulling off one of the stickers, and the best thing to do is to use a heat gun and a plastic scraper to get it off. And that seemed to work really easy. Just had to be careful not to go too crazy with the heat. You don't want to peel any of the paint, just the glue. And then after that, I used a towel with mineral spirits, and that took up all the glue residue actually pretty easily. So when you look down into this hole, you're going to see that the M8 socket doesn't always line up. In fact, 2 or 3 of mine didn't line up at all, and I had to go in there with a Dremel and grind away the metal roof in order to get the bolt to go straight down. Apparently, this is very common, and I guess it's a Ford thing. I don't know how you can design a whole truck and not make things line up, or van, but that's what they did. So you have to go through and grind away, and then clean and paint the part you grinded to stop the rust from forming. So it took me a couple days, but here it is. This is one of the mounts. So the rubber piece is down against the opening, and it has some sticky adhesive that's stuck to the bottom of the bracket. And then as you bolt it down, the rubber kind of seals the hole. But then I went ahead and took some Dicor and went around what you see here, the top 3 edges, and also around the bolt. The bolt really needed it because the hole for the bolt to screw through the bracket, had giant openings there. So I'm not sure what their thought process was on that. But yeah, I just took the self-leveling Dicor around all 8 brackets like this. And we had a bunch of rain since then and no leaks. So happy about that. Here's a close-up of the wind fairing with that rubber seal or seam to protect it from the paint, protect the paint from the metal edge. I opted not to have mine touched. I know some people have the rubber touch the roof, but my research was that it's not really supposed to. So mine's about, I don't know, between 1/8 and 1/4 inch away. And after driving it a good amount of miles in the freeway, I don't hear anything or have any issues with it that way. Now that the rack is up there, I'm really happy with it. It's made out of extruded aluminum, 4040. I think it's by MELIPRON. And yeah, it's great to mount stuff to, like the solar panels, lights, Starlink. You just slide in bolts or nuts into these little grooves, and you can screw in stainless steel bolts on it anywhere you want. So yeah, looks pretty cool. I mean, yeah, it's short, but the closest one was going to be quadruple the price. So I can deal with a little bit of short on the rack. So anyway, next up we'll look at the solar panels. I ended up getting two 200-watt Renogy panels on Black Friday, and here I am with some cardboard on the roof trying to figure out where to place them, and included cardboard cutout for a DC 12-volt DC air conditioner I was considering. So ultimately, this is the layout. I decided to put them right up front, off toward the passenger side. That way, I could mount something on that open space on the driver's side, and also not cover the LTE AT&T antenna that's already on the vehicle, GPS antenna. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I put in some stainless steel bolts into the channel. Was able to bolt them down, and so they kind of hug the top of the roof there. I mean, plenty of gap underneath for cooling. But these are the Renogy, I forget what they call it, like shade resistant panels. So hopefully they'll do a good job. I was hoping to get more than 400 watts, but I need to see how the air conditioner works out, and maybe I could put some around that. Since the fan was already there in the back, kind of that kind of stuck with that there. So anyway, yeah, really pleased with the solar and the rack. I mean, it's up there, and from the side you can't even tell it's there. It's great.